Hey guys, and welcome to another video from Coastal Impressions. In this video, we're going to be showing you how to set up conversions using Google Ads and Google Analytics, and we're also going to be connecting that to your Shopify account. So let's get into it. So first step, we're going to have our Google Ads open and we're going to have our Analytics open. So you're going to want to first go to your Analytics and you're going to go to Admin. Under the Property column, you're going to find Property Settings. Go there. So here's the property code. Copy this code. It usually starts with the UA. Copy the whole code there. And we're going to go to our Shopify account. Under Online Store, we're going to go Preferences. And in here, you're going to find Google Analytics account. Paste it in to that section there. Save it. Check off Use Enhanced E-commerce. All right, so once you set up your analytics in your Shopify account, go to your analytics. So there's one more thing we have to do before we go ahead and link our accounts. So we're going to go to our e-commerce setting here. And we're going to make sure this is on. So it's enable e-commerce. And we're going to enable enhance e-commerce reporting as well. So those two have to be on. Hit save. And if you don't have the first one checked off, you won't see the second one. So make sure they're both checked off. And then we're going to go back to our admin. And we're going to be under the property tab. And we're going to go down to Google Ads linking. So to link our Google Analytics account with our Google Ads account, we're going to have to set this up through Analytics. You can do this through Google Ads as well, but let's set up this way. So let's go right here, check off the box that correlates with your Google Ads account. So you can make sure that it's the right account by looking at the number here. Go to your Google Ads, confirm on the top right that the number is the same. And that way you know that you're connected to the right account. So hit continue. We're going to name it, so you can name it what you'd like. We're going to check off all website data. And we're going to, at the bottom here, it says share my analytics data with my linked Google Ads account. So check that off. And we're going to go linked account or link accounts. So it says that it could take up 24 hours before you get some data from this. So that's fine. So hit done. We're going to go over to our Google Ads and we're going to make sure that it's connected properly. So, all right. So now that you're in your Google Ads, go up to Tools and we're going to go to down here to linked accounts. And where it says Google Analytics, click on details. We're going to scroll down and find the account we just linked. In this case, I'm going to make sure that under the status column, it says linked on here. If it doesn't, then something went wrong. If you did this within a few seconds, it may just take another couple seconds to actually link it. So maybe refresh the page and try again. So as long as it's linked, we're good to go on to the next step. All right, so we're getting to the meat and potatoes here. We're going to set up our conversions right now. So let's go to our tools. We're going to go to our measure column, click on conversions. Now we're going to click the plus sign here. As you can see, I have a few conversions already set up. We're going to click the plus sign. And as you can see, you have a few options. There's websites, apps, phone calls, and import. So we're going to do import because what it says here is import conversions from another system, including Google Analytics. Click on that. And we're going to check off the box that says Google Analytics. So continue with that. And you're going to have, depending on what you have set up in here, most times it's going to say transactions. So we're going to check off that box that says transactions. And we're going to go import and continue. And we're going to hit done. All right. So what we're going to do now is we're going to look at this here. It says transactions, all website data. So click on that. This is our conversion, and here's the settings for our conversion tracking. So the first thing we have is we have our name. We can change that if you want to make it more specific to what you're dealing with. We have our category, which is set up as purchase. If it's not set up as purchase, make sure it is, because that's unless you're dealing with something else like a lead. So the next one here is a value. So we're going to use the second checkbox here, which is use the value from analytics and use the same currency as in analytics. This allows it to take the value of your sale and import it as your conversion value. So as you're tracking conversions, it's going to allow you to see how much each conversion is worth to you. If you don't have this set up, then it's going to track. It could track a number that you want it to track, or it could, but it's not going to track the value of that purchase. So if you're had shoes and they're worth $100 for a sale, that number is going to come through, and it's going to allow you to track that through your ads and compare that to your ad spend. That's very important. So keep that checked off there. We're going to go down and you can tell its source is analytics. Perfect. And then we're going to skip down here a little bit to count. So every conversion, so we want on every conversion which Google recommends, and this allows it to track properly. So the next one down here is conversion window, which in our case is set up for 30 days. You can set this up to however long you want. 30 days is the default. I think it's fine. All that this does is if someone clicks on your ad, they have 30 days to make a purchase to count as a conversion. If this was longer, then they would have longer to make that conversion. If it's shorter, obviously shorter. Save that. Include in conversions. So we want this checked off. So make sure this is checked off. This is going to allow you to see your conversions in your Google Ads. So let's leave that there. Attribution model. We're going to leave this as last click. And this can be changed to quite a few different things, like first click, linear, time decay. This can get kind of complicated depending on what you're doing, but what you want to do for most stores is have last click. And as you see, last click gives all the credit for the conversion to the last clicked ad. So that's the way we want to have. Most stores are set up that way, and that's how I would set my store up. So let's save that and hit done. There you go. Now we have our settings all complete. We're going to go over to our campaigns. All right. So once you're in your campaigns, go to any search text ads you have. So don't go into the ad groups, just stay in the campaign. Go to your settings and add in additional settings. Now we're going to make sure that our conversions on here, see the conversions here, click on that. And mine's set up to use account level, include in conversion settings. So this essentially means that we're going to use our account level settings, which is fine in our case. So if you had multiple different conversions set up, then this wouldn't be grayed out and you could set that up differently. So we're going to leave it at this as account level. That's perfect. And just so you know, I did switch accounts from my other account, my demo account, to this account, which is a real account. And I only have one conversion set up on this one versus the other one, which you saw had multiple conversions. So that's why it's saying, that's why this is grayed out here, because there's only one conversion set up. So we're going to save that. So the next step in this whole process, guys, is to set up your accounts. If you're doing shopping accounts, then I suggest you really take a look at my other video, which is about setting up alpha beta structure, as well as a retargeting structure. This allows you to pay less for beta clicks, which is like generic keywords, and it's going to allow you to pay a lot more for specific keywords like brand names and that kind of thing. And you're gonna get a lot more return on your ad spend by doing this. So I suggest take a look. I'm gonna leave the link. You'll see it pop up here in the corner. So make sure you click on that and take a look at that video, because it's really gonna help your ads if you're doing shopping campaigns. So hit the subscribe button, the bell notification. Make sure you guys keep up, because we're gonna be putting out some new videos here as time goes on. I hope to see you guys in the next video. Thanks. Bye.